Yes, guys, sorry, I haven't got my camera on this one. I just wanted to get all this information over to you ASAP. So, this is absolutely huge, but you need to be careful. It can be once in a lifetime opportunity pumped up from launch, the airdrop or their token sale, or you could lose all your money. It could be one of those events where it's one big hype. And to be honest with you guys, 99% of these launches like this, remember I'm warning you now, I will tell you how I'm going to play at the end of the video, but 99% of these launches that ICOs that are hyped always tank, meaning they're always dropping value as they launch, okay? So is this one going to be any different? We're going to dive into it in this video and let's see. The only, I like to compare, it's always good to make comparables. And what can we compare Pumpfun to? Is the launch. We can compare it to Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid is doing very, very good. They did have a major dump at launch, but then they started to grow. And I feel like Pumpfun's ecosystem has a lot more, how can you put it, a lot more growth than Hyperliquid. As in, I feel like Pumpfun's targeting a lot more than just trench traders, leverage traders. They're literally targeting the masses with their live streams. They want to be like a social media platform. They have big aims and goals. But does that mean that it's going to be a good investment at launch? Not too sure. So let's check the information that we know that we can find. But meanwhile, I just want you guys to know, if you do want to get into the token sale, make sure, please, guys, be very careful. Make sure this is the actual URL. Actually, you can't see it. Make sure this is the actual URL, okay? There's going to be many drainers, many people are trying to scam your money. Just make sure you've got the right one. It's token.pump.fun. All right, cool. So you'll come to this website and you have to have KYC. KYC means know your own customer, and it's only available for USA and UK, and it's not available for USA and UK citizens. If you're from UK or USA, this is how you potentially can get around it. I'm not sure if this works. You can try it. I'm resident from UAE, so I use my UAE details. But I think you could use VPN, and I know this VPN, if you can see, is a Chrome extension. Is really, really good. You can see the top, my cursor is PL. This one here. All right. Why I like this one? Randomly, I use NordVPN, and I still couldn't see this thing. So my mate said to download this Chrome one. I did, and it worked. Anyway, try it. I say, try putting your ID, because they verify me very, very fast. I think maybe as long as you can get this website up, just try it. Do the KYC in your own name. What's KYC? You basically just giving them your details. So what? Some people are gay with them kind of thing. Oh, I'm not sending people my details. No. Shut up. Everyone's got your details anyway. So if you want to participate, try it that way. If not, then you won't be able to get in the token sale. It just is what it is. Okay, so let's do some due diligence, right? Let's talk about what we know. First of all, if you guys that follow me on Twitter, make sure you do, and you keep you up to date on all that's going on. So let's go to Pumpfun. Let's look at the announcement. So they announced it literally 24 hours ago, right? And this is the first announcement here. Cool. Let's break it down. The money we're waiting for, this is the deep thing I'm telling you guys. They are planning to rival Facebook, TikTok, Twitch on Solana. Is this possible? Is this a pipe dream? Guys, every single freaking social media platform, every single big building, every single phenomenon came from a thought, came from idea. Planes, TVs came from ideas, thoughts from people, and then other people thought it was impossible. So I don't rule out anything. And I believe that Alan, the guy behind, one of the founders, I'll show you in a bit, is a forward thinker, is a visionary. And I believe that he's putting people in place to be able to achieve these goals. Because I kind of believe in the vision. I'm not saying that I believe in Pumpfun and him and all this stuff. I do believe in the vision of having a decentralized platform where you can trade your tokens on, all right, where you can get rewarded. I do believe the future of like this generation, they just want to have fun. They want to gamble basically, and I feel like this is gambling on a platform, right? And yeah, I'm bullish on the ecosystem. Anyway, so let's continue. So big goals, and I do believe they've got big backings because of the funds that they generated. Already, guys, they are the fastest growing company in the history in the entire planet, and the fastest company to make 500 million in revenue. All right, so I know they've got a lot of buyers, they've got a lot of people on them. Crypto's hot market. It's got the attention, so I believe that they have big people behind them as well. Cool, chit chat, waffle. Okay, cool. Certain things we need to know. All right, cool. So out of the this trillion, whatever, tokens, doesn't really matter. 33% is this matters. All right, this doesn't really matter. Out of 33%, 3% of the token is initial coin offering. This means 33% is going to the public. Now, there's already been a private sale, let's say, and they call it here existing investors. That's obviously the private sale. 15% has already gone to the private sale, and the rest is going to guys like us. Okay. 24% reserved for community and ecosystem. This is good, but because this is going to stimulate the whole economy, right? Remember, they say people vote with their wallets. If you're giving people incentives on the coin, and then making it fair, and also making it that they has to be somewhat legit, you know. Maybe it could be like devs can get paid X amount, but your token basically can't work, you know. So these are good. Team, people are on Twitter going crazy about this, but what do you think they're going to do? Launch a token, have no reserves for themselves. Like it makes zero sense. Oh, I'm going to sell all my tokens. I'm going to put all my tokens out to the public, but we're not going to reserve none to push $1 trillion business. All right, anyway, keep moving. 2.5% economy. Obviously, a lot of this is waffles, and people do that. The waffles, a lot of things just to, you know, get extra percents here and extra percents there. But there's a few things that's just a bit waffle, like ecosystem fund, kind of the community. That's kind of could be with the community. Existing investors. Oh shit! I just realized actually that is on top of that, so that's a bit strange. So that's not even just. So this is the people that. Oh wow. I'm glad. Sometimes I'm glad reading things out loud and doing content because it makes me realize. So 13% is going to go to industry investors. These are just nothing. This is. I don't like this at all. This is air. Basically, anybody, your friends and family, you're just going to drop them. And I'm not going to say certain things, but I know the people that. Anyway, I just not going to kind of like that kind of side of things, but basically, this is going to go obviously to the elites, governments, etc. All right, they're backing, okay, and that's a lot. And these guys dump tokens. They here to freaking put it back into ecosystem. Literally dump. So I'm really not happy about that. I love this live streaming. I think live streaming is a big angle to jump into. Yeah, it's a big niche. You know, you going up the likes of like Twitch, they centralized, and I know that they always banning people from streaming. They don't really like crypto, so I like it. I love that. To be fair, exchanges and liquidity, that's normal. Exchanges need tokens to list their tokens. All right, this we really don't like, and this is okay because it's obviously it's buyers and sellers. It's going to stimulate the market. But this fabricated, this I'm not that bothered about. Like I said, they're raising funds in the pre-sale. People don't understand that, so why would they need to sell 20% straight away? It makes no sense. They've got USDC. I don't even know how much is raising. I'm shit at maths, but whatever this thing is, a billion, whatever. So just charts. All right, cool. So what else do we need to know? Cool. So here's the links to participate. You can get them straight from their website or from Kraken, Bybit, Mexi, Qcoin, and Gate.io. And it's on the Tuesday, 2 p.m. All right, so let's talk about the airdrop, right? So this is the main thing that we're all here for, the airdrop. Most of you morphos ain't invested nothing into no pre-sale. But a lot of people probably will, to be fair. That's a good question, actually. Am I going to invest into? Honestly, I've gone through the yes and I've gone through the no, and now I don't know. I was like, yeah, I'm aping in $100,000 deep into the pre-sale, private sale. And I'll just tell you my thoughts, why I wanted to. I feel like you invest into a company that's one of the fastest growing companies on the planet, right? It's huge. Is this an opportunity that we have every day? Not at all. This is usually reserved for the elites. In the traditional world, you invest into like Google and Apple and all these platforms early, these companies early. You can't, guys. This is what we really need to understand. And I might even just bite the bullet and just do it and think, you know what? I took the risk. It's one time opportunity, whatever. I feel like the token will go back at some point to the entry. Anyway, here's my thought process. These opportunities don't come every day. If they do this right, this could be huge. If they do it right. If they don't, it could be one big shambles, which most of the times these big hype launch are. But imagine they do it right. This is not investing into no crappy meme coin private sale. This is investing into a $1 million a month revenue generated company. You don't have the chances like this every single day. So I don't know. But then, like I said, that 13% isn't great, but they're not stupid. You can't be stupid. You're not gonna. They are attaching a coin to their company. They understand that the coin resembles the company. You can't be trying to build a brand, build a business, and your coin, your stocks are just freaking rugged, tanking. They're gonna have some sort of fluctuation, right? So I do believe part of me is like they're gonna go hard on this token and make sure that there's vesting and people aren't dumping, and then they're also maybe pumping in money back into the token. It's gonna help push the business forward, right? That's what part of me believes. Other part of me is thinking, you know what? They've got a bit of competition now with another company. Let's not go too deep into it if you're not in the trenches. It is what it is. You don't know. But long story short, Bonk.fun is another kind of rival, and they passed them in revenue and volume. Now Pump That Fun, since they announced the token, they're back on it, that they passed them back. But could it be like a quick money grab because they've seen that the market share was getting taken from them? And it could be an exit liquidity, an exit strategy, raise a quick bill and then be like, oh, whatever, leave it to the community. If Pump That Fun works, it works. If not, they've got a bill. Who knows? I'm going to more they're going to make it work side of things. But anyway, airdrop. Yes, airdrop is happening, like they said, soon, but I don't think it's going to as soon as we think or we want, right? I believe I'm putting myself in their shoes. If I was the CEO of Pump That Fun, would I want to airdrop 20% of tokens to people that 99% of them lost in the trenches? They're just going to dump it. Yes, you got a lot of degens that will use it and come back in the market and stimulate it, but you need a lot of selling pressure. So even though I want the airdrop early, it'd be stupid for them to do it. So what I think they would do, I feel like they have to give something very fast because people will start being pissed off, let's say. Let's have some coffee. All right, so I'm thinking they're going to probably airdrop around about 5% in the first week, stimulate the economy, get people hyped, get people happy. This is the best case. This is my my best case scenario, the part of me where the hopian in me. 5% first week, everybody, and the token will be going up. We're doing well. They're pushing it, doing the right things. Then the airdrop, 5% on the market. Everybody's happy because they have a little feel of what they got. And then Pumpfun release that they'll be, you know, airdropping the rest of the 50% over a year. I think that's a freaking great strategy. It'll keep people in the trenches. It'll keep people wanting more airdrops. It will stimulate the economy. I think that would be like the right thing to do. But who knows? Let's see. All right, guys. I hope you like this video. If you want more, follow me. Let's go. Oh, by the way, if you want to know what's the best platform to be trading these tokens, you need to be using Axiom. This is the Axiom here. So yeah, let's actually talk about Axiom one second. So Axiom is where you actually trade these meme coins. So if you you know, want access to the airdrops, you need to have some sort of interactions with Pumpfun. You might be thinking this is not Pumpfun. It's the IU for Pumpfun, right? There's Axiom, there's Bullx, there's Nova, there's a few. You can use this one. Links in the description. This gets you extra bonuses and cheaper fees by using my link. And this is what you do, guys. You just sit here and you just look for something cool, something unique, and something that, you know, with a volume, a bit of hype. It's got a good narrative. Press on. Buy. You sell. Obviously, I'm just saying this like so layman's to new people. Buy, sell. You know, it is what it is. Deposit your crypto there. All right, guys. Till next time.